Good morning, YouTube. I just woke up like from this horrifying dream. I had this dream that I got beat up very badly from this male employee where I worked at. And the dream is twofold. One was about a relationship that I had with a male at church and, moving to a new place together and all of these pretty decent things that were happening. Then I had this job that I hadn't been that long, which is not unusual for me. I only been there maybe a few weeks, maybe. And it was a job where I dressed decent, like it was the old me, like semi casual me, and I don't know why it was like in the dream. Part of my job was like attendance, like a HR junior, like attendance and benefits and that type of thing. And this guy, he was huge. He was like maybe 6'5", and I want to say like probably near 300 pounds. He wasn't built, but he was shaped kind of like oval shaped, and he was had like a cinnamon color, and his hair was like brown. And I was on the second floor. The place that I worked was maybe like a school. It looked like the reception room of a hospital, but I think it was a school. And there was 3 seats. There was two other people that worked alongside of me. Um, but my job entailed like part of junior HR duties. The person that I was working under, I was like a junior admin, a junior HR. The person that I was working under, she worked in the larger reception area. I showed her what happened to me. I had bruises and scars. The beating was so severe that when I woke up in the morning, literally, I know this sounds funny, but it's not. But literally, my butt hurt. Like, it hurt. I was aching all over. Like, I had been beaten very badly with like little nicks and scratches and bruises everywhere. And in the dream, I told the person what happened, and she was like, "Oh, don't do anything about it, don't even write it up, And it was like, I mean, just nothing happened. And I told her about it, and I had intended to write it up. And the next day, the remainder of that day, he wasn't there, but the next day, he walked back in like nothing was wrong, like everything was okay, you know. And I remember how inwardly I was outraged, like how could that be? This person beat me into within an inch of anything, you know what I'm saying? Like he pummeled me. And so I don't, it's just the shock, the feeling of the dream was shock, not fear, but shock, and nobody, stood up. And it was like everybody that was around, it was like they continued on doing what they were doing, like nothing was happening. And when I told the person that was in charge, she saw everything, knew everything, but was telling me not to report it. And I've been in a lot of situations like this, since I guess the legal system. I've been in a lot of situations like that where people that were in charge and authority did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So it was just so odd, a dream that I don't know if it was necessarily positive that I had this new friend or whatever. I just got like a little flashback of another part of the dream that I had forgotten about. Um, what was it? It left me again. It was like right on the tip of my mind. But anyways, the what I'm remembering, I'm still feeling like the aftershock, of what happened. Injustice physically, and just injustice to humanity. Period. And like I said, I have a lot of that happen in my past. A lot of it. So it's never been to the point where it was a brutal beating, but to the point where I was at a homeless shelter. I had chemical sprayed in my eye. I told the people in charge nothing happened. I asked for eye wash, which they do have a first aid kit to use. Absolutely nothing happened. They wouldn't even allow me to use the eye wash. And then somebody said the reason why, and because they said they would have to open a new bottle, and the reason why was because they would have to document it, and they didn't want to document it. Anyways, that's a scary dream to have. Peace.